Can't go back. Alright, so check. Check. Alright, the king can't go back. King can't go across, so king goes right into the corner. And now the gargoyle can just mate by itself right here. The king, checkmate, the king by attack. The king can't move anywhere. But it gets a little bit more interesting because the king is imprisoned. So all you have to do is just move the king, and now it's checkmate by imprisonment because the king has no escape squares. So that's the difference here. In this position, we've got checkmate by attack. King can't move anywhere, and because the gargoyle and promoted gargoyle, and the king is dead because it's under attack. Or you could say that the king is now imprisoned in the corner, and any sort of waiting move will finish him off. And so so this is one of the startling things discoveries. There's typically no rook and king endgames in Tarka because they're going to promote. There's typically no there's typically no bishop and king versus king because the bishop's promoted into a promoted archer. Now the archer, so that's just that's why the gargoyle is worth so much from the start of the game. It's so impressive and has such tremendous mating threats that it can generate and attacking threats. So let's look at now the king back into the center now again. Okay. All right, we'll use an archer. There we go. All right, thanks for your patience. Here we go. Okay, now the king is in the center of the board, and the archer can jump up to 4 at the start of the game. Okay, now imagine your prince is here, and your queen, which I put there. Oh, there we go. All right, sorry about that, princess. All right, here we go. So the king is actually very imprisoned. This actual pawn can't actually defend and reach this archer. So the king has no squares that it can move, and there's no defenses here. The knight hasn't played here, but not that matters. This is still checkmate, still a smothered mate by the archer. The king has nowhere to move, no way to defend against this jumping power of the archer. So he is smothered by his own pieces. Okay, it's a terrible situation to get into. And so a lot of people don't really understand that say the archer plays here and you play the knight out, this is still checkmate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if it's a promoted archer, it can actually checkmate from even further away. So if this was the situation here, it can actually checkmate even further away. And the same thing applies here because of its tremendous jumping power along the line. So one must be very, very sort of aware of this and make sure that you have some coverage. In the early part of the game, you've got to beware any sort of square that is within the 4-move range of the king on the dark squares, because the king obviously starts on the dark squares. So if they play the archer out early with its jumping power, they may very well be looking for a cheeky attack if you are unaware, but once it plays down, you've got to actually keep it from that range. So anywhere from this is the square here. So you've got to be aware of this mating threat with the archer, or you're going to find your game finishes sooner than you expect. So that's it. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed talking about it. And so Checkmate by Imprisonment, Checkmate by Attack, and Checkmate by Royal Decree with the king. And there you have it. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.